The trainers of the Elite Four are famous and feared throughout the Pokemon world. In many cases, their strength even rivals that of champions. Some even go on to become champions themselves. Today, I'm going to be selecting and explaining who I believe are the top 5 strongest Elite Four members in the anime. Number 5, Caitlyn. How does Caitlyn, a character with like 2 minutes of screen time and no development, get placed this high? Allow me to answer that with a little story. Throughout the Diamond and Pearl series, we got to watch trainer after trainer get wiped by the great Cynthia. Some, Flint, put up better fights than others, Aaron, but in the end, they all fell. Then along comes Caitlyn in Best Wishes, showing the world that Cynthia's Garchomp is not unbeatable. Right here was the first time I've ever seen this world destroyer be on the back foot for the majority of a match. Caitlyn's Gothitelle gained the upper hand with a ruthless psychic, and her non-stab Thunderbolt was able to neutralize Garchomp's stab Draco Meteor. Look up making a good first impression in the dictionary and you'll see a picture of this perpetually sleepy princess. Number 4, Malva. This fiery reporter has actually never won a battle on screen. However, putting her at 4 was an easy choice. Her Mega Houndoom has the most powerful crunch in history. This is a crunch from Ash's Crocodile, which is a very powerful Pokemon in its own right. Seems like a pretty ordinary biting move, right? Now, watch Houndoom use this move. It might have actually been enough to finish off Alon's OP Charizard if Malva hadn't stood there taunting for an hour. This woman would probably be near the top of the World Championships Ultra class if she wasn't sitting in a maximum security prison cell for plotting to destroy the world. Number 3, Drasna. Let's be honest, after beating Pokemon X and Y, nobody remembered this woman's name. However, Pokémon Journeys introduced her to the anime and somehow performed the monumental task of making her relevant. Not only does she actually have a Mega, but she's very close to being in the Masters 8. Seriously, if she had beaten Ash, she would have got the promotion match with Raihan. To get to that point, she had to have beaten other Elite Four level trainers. Even though she didn't have the best showing against Ash, with her Mega Altaria getting taken down in like 2 hits, just the fact that she was ranked 12th in the Ultra class makes her deserving of number 3. Number 2, Seabolt. Malva almost beat Alon, which is impressive, but who cares about almost? Seabolt actually did it. This man was in the middle of cooking, then on a moment's notice whips out his Mega Blastoise and proceeds to wreak absolute havoc. Not only did he defeat the Charizard, which blasted its way through the Kalos League, he annihilated it. The only other person to achieve this is Leon, the man who was literally the single strongest trainer in the world. So if Seabolt is this good and can use Mega Evolution, he should be number 1, right? Well, no, because he's yet another victim of the Elite Four disappearance curse. After appearing in the Mega Evolution specials, he just pulls a Tobias and vanishes from existence. As a result, he just loses the title of strongest Elite Four member to number 1, Flint. Up until this point, we had never seen Cynthia even struggle in a battle. Flint took down 2 of her Pokemon and dealt significant damage to her Garchomp. His Infernape has absurd defense, being able to take on most attacks without flinching. It casually took multiple moves from Ash's Weasel, Infernape, and Pikachu before swiftly defeating all 3 of them in a row to complete the sweep. This resume is already impressive, but it gets even better because this man went and made it to the Masters 8. Yeah, at one point in time, he was ranked 7th in the world. All of this put together easily makes him the GOAT of Elite Four members. So that's my list. I'd love to know what you think and have a discussion in the comments, so feel free to join in. If you like these ranking videos, I actually have 2 others on this channel right now that you can check out. I plan on making more of these along with some skits and Pokemon Horizons content, so if any of that interests you, feel free to subscribe. Until then, I gotta go find Wind and Stadium. Seriously, how did I end up in a volcano?